it comes out that Ethan is suing 3 streamers, Kaceytron, Frogan, and Denims, who we've been talking about. And like clockwork, the snark community is now calling Ethan sexist, misogynistic, because he's only suing women. Nobody who sees this is going to learn anything from it, right? But I just want to play this clip from the lawsuit video because Ethan anticipated that this would happen. So here is why he is suing these 3 people who also happen to be women. Okay? Okay.
Now, before I tell you who the 3 people I'm suing are, I just want to make it clear that they all met this very specific high bar of criteria that I set forth earlier.
Remember, the criteria is stealing the content and adding nothing transformative to it, and also explicitly saying that you're doing it maliciously. That is why these 3 specific streamers are the ones who are being sued. It's not because Ethan is sexist. It's because they did something wrong. And all of them stuck their neck out when they didn't need to in order to defend Hassan. But they did it in a way that was not just like unethical, but also literally illegal. After months and months and months of essentially co-signing the harassment that was happening to Ethan, and now we know they were also directly or indirectly working with the Snark subreddit to fan the flames of all this harassment that led to CPS being called, human skulls being mailed to their house, all of the crew members being harassed and stalked and threatened. Like, you did something wrong. It's not because you're a woman. I always think it's interesting when people on the left, I mean, I guess it happens everywhere, when people only care about sexism when it serves them, right? Like, when they only care about it when they can use it to malign someone else. Like, they pick and choose who they are outraged on behalf of, right? Like, we look at Hassan and these orbiters like Denims. According to them, hostages in Gaza weren't sexually assaulted. We know that at least some were, and it is unclear of the scope and the scale of it, right? It doesn't mean that what's happening in Gaza to Palestinians is right or justified, but also Israeli people were raped. Like, the 2 things can be true, right? So they think the rapes didn't happen. They also kind of shrug at the subjugation of women in Iran because they hate Israel so much that they're backing like a truly draconian, misogynistic society that has like morality police. And no, Iran isn't the only ones doing it, but theirs has been pretty stark. So the women in Iran are fine. The rapes didn't happen to hostages. The women of Eastern Europe, according to Hassan, for the most part, are all sex workers or are valid targets for that kind of insult. It's cool to harass the women that disagree with you, but when you sue 3 people who stole your content and they happen to be women, that's where they draw the line. All that other stuff is fine, but if you sue women for stealing your content, for committing a theft, that's sexism. Not rape denial, not, shrugging your shoulders at the subjugation of an entire culture of women. Women can do bad things, and they are held accountable for them all the time. It's not sexist to hold women accountable. Like, I am a hardcore raging feminist. I have been a lesbian since I was like 16, and most people in my life probably think I just totally hate men. Like, I am a misandrist, and I am biased against men. That it might be true, right? I am super, super feminist, and it pisses me off when people, especially men, cry sexism when it serves them. Especially when they use it, when they use victims of actual sexism, when they diminish their claims and their grievances just to throw mud on another man. Then you're just using women like pawns. You're not supporting them. Don't pretend you give a shit about sexism when you're just using it as like a gambit in your bullshit pissing contest. Also, by them saying, "Oh, why is he only suing women?" Are they admitting that there are a lot of men who also should be sued? That there are people who have been left out? Because, I mean, that's probably coming. Like, there are other people that Ethan is probably going to sue. Like, let's be real.